Alrighty, so it is time for another installation of our series here for Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, aka Dokkan Battlefield. Now, you guys know how I like to do this, giving you a comprehensive walkthrough on the teams that you should be using and stuff like that in order to make this as easy as possible for you. So if that sounds interesting, don't forget to leave a like, and if you do find this video helpful, subscribe if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. There's a good chance that we are going to be reaching 31,000 on the channel today, so thank you very much for that. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop over to JP because that's where my units are, and let's get started. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have built 10 teams here. You can make more if you want, but this is what I am going to be going with today. Now, as you guys know, there are many ways that you can operate with this team, with the teams here, but this is what I am going to be doing today. The first team that we are going to be looking at is Team Bardock. This is a free-to-play team, and it's very good. You guys know that at this point. This is the one that we are going to be going with. And then the next team that we are going to be using is the Ginyu Force. So these will be the first two teams that we use, and then as the video goes, I will continue to show you the teams that I'm using and why specifically I picked them. So if you want to autofill this, you can, just to have more characters. But again, I really just kind of go with the 10 teams here because I'm pretty confident in the squads that I have built here, and you can see some of the units that I am bringing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in and get into this run. So the first fight against Devilman, I'm going to be using the Ginyu Force in the first fight because of the fact that we want either Rakumen Goldo or Tech Goldo on the first turn because we can seal Devilman. Now, with Devilman, he has a super that is going to hit extremely hard, but the sort of, counterplay to that is the fact that Goldo or Rakumen Goldo can seal that super attack. So here's the team that we are working with. If you do not have the LR Ginyu here, you will be okay because you can just substitute him for one of the free-to-play LR Ginyus and you should be good to go. So this is going to be the first team we use here, the Ginyu Force / Special Pose / Namek Saga, whatever you want to call it. This is the Ginyu Force team. Okay, so we are over here. Voice is not cooperating with me today for whatever reason, so hopefully, that goes away here as we are doing this recording, but you never know with this stuff. So here we go. You guys can see Ginyu should take care of this pretty easy, I would imagine. And then Rakumen Goldo for sure will give the debuff to Devilman. That will keep us all fine and dandy, but we should be good to go here, just depending on if we get an additional or not. There is that second super that we are looking for. So 17 million for our boy Ginyu here, and we should be good to go. So 4 million damage right there, more than enough, and Devilman is all done. So there we go, 52 seconds, not too bad whatsoever. And now for this fight right here up against the Katopesla, I always forget how to say that. But that is who we are going to be fighting right here, and we are now going to be using Team Bardock. So the way I like to do this is run this version right here because he's a Dokkan Fest, and then this version right here. And this is sort of like a summonable version of this team, essentially. I believe this guy's free to play, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember where you get him from. I think he's free to play. I honestly don't remember, but you could just use the normal free to play team. But I'm using some of my summonable characters like Physical LR Bardock and stuff like that. Tora, Fasha, because Fasha just got her easy A, and this team will work just fine here against Katopesla, aka Toon Rami. That's what I like to call him right there. This is Toon Rami that we're up against. So what's the thing where it's like, this is Toon Rami we're up against? So you have the highest start of turn defense here. So we're going to forgo Lynx on the tech one because I just don't think he's going to be hitting as hard. And I think these two should be able to get the job for us, get the job done for us. Super Saiyan Bardock and then Physical LR Bardock should be good to go, especially all things considered. Yeah, we got guard there. And what you're going to open up, what, like north of 10? Yeah, 13 mil, not bad there whatsoever for our boy Bardock. Yep. So there you go. Level 1, all done. So what else do we got in here? Let's see. Okay, so something I forgot to mention as we were going through this video. We also, what I like to do is write down the teams I'm using on like a notepad document, and that is what I have. So the next team here we are going to be running is the Android / Cell Saga team. Now, this is just something a little bit different. Usually I don't run this team, but this is just something that I wanted to try. So what we want to do is, where is my 6th unit here? So the first lead's going to be you. Second lead's going to be, oh yeah, no, we have it. So you. So just like that, Android/Cell Saga. Just trying something different. It's been a while since I've used some of these characters, so I was like, let me just kind of give them some shine here in the second level. So now, specifically, what we have here is the androids. So we have a Ghost Usher that is going to keep us all fine and dandy. We'll pop this right here, and it'll just give us a little bit of extra cushion here in terms of this event. I don't really know how much it's going to help us. Probably not at all. But that Usher will help. And then this Yamcha also can be sealed. So the tech androids are gaining some value in Battlefield. Do you have to run them? Absolutely not, but you could if you want. And as you guys will see here, this is going to end up working out pretty well. So Gohan might just take this out by himself. He should take this out by himself, and we are good to go. So we didn't even really need the Ghost Usher, but it's always fun to have that. So the next team we are going to be looking at is going to be the Future Saga setup. So with Future Saga, it's pretty specific. I had to run like a pretty limited version of this because I wanted to run super bosses later on in the run. So what we are doing for Future Saga, we need to be very careful. I wrote this one out in specific. STR Future Gohan is going to be one of our leaders, and then the AGL We Saiyans Have No Limits is going to be the other one. Now, Int Rose, Physical VB, STR Goku Black Zamasu, Int Zamasu, and then Physical Rose are going to be our characters here, and this team should be fine. Physical Rose, I ended up pulling a dupe for on my tickets, I believe, from the special Dokkan Day or the Seriously Serious fight. So this should be a pretty good setup for us right here. Zamasu is going to carry. I would imagine there's really no world here where Zamasu doesn't just one-shot this Goten. But if he doesn't, I guess that'd be kind of funny. But again, I'm highly anticipating just a straight-up one-shot kill here from our boy Zamasu. 25 mil in Battlefield usually is enough to take care of business. So let us see. Yes, 54 mil. See you later. So next up on the list is going to be... who do I want to run, superheroes or super bosses right here? I kind of want to show off the clone team in level 3. Yeah, we're going to go with superheroes. So with superheroes, again, just trying to get some variety in characters, we're going to go right here, and we have to be specific with what we are running. So for superheroes, what we are going to bring is Beast Gohan and then the Gammas, because the Gammas are a pure 200% leader, and then we are going to bring Orange Piccolo, Gogeta Blue, both of the Gammas, and then this Vegeta, because we are saving some of these characters for later. So now we're going to run this specific setup like this, and we are going to be good to go with superheroes. So hopefully we get Beast Gohan slot 1. We do. And then we also have the Gammas, and Beast Gohan is going to be good to go. Unfortunately, only have 2 links active here for Beast, but that should be okay. Gamma 1 usually is going to benefit from being in slot 1, but we're not really too worried about it in this specific fight. I would imagine that Beast Gohan, even with 2 hits, should be more than enough to take care of business here. 11 million might not be a one-shot. This could potentially go 2 turns, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's going 1 turn. Yeah, so Beast Gohan is going to take care of business here for us, and if not, Gamma 2 should finish that off, and then I believe we will get the KO Scream at Gamma 2 if this does not kill, so I guess that'll be neat, but it's also not a guarantee. Yeah, no, we're not going to be getting that. So now, I think I just realized something. Why am I blanking here? I forget to write one down. We have 5 teams left. Did I forget to write one down? Superhero, super boss, Fuse Fighters, movie bosses, GT bosses. What team did I? Oh, Universe Survival Saga. Right. Yeah, I was wondering like where because I was thinking, I'm like, did I not bring enough teams? But I did. So here we go. Universe Survival Saga is going to be the next setup that we are going to be bringing, and we are going to do something like this, and we are going to have 7 characters and 800,000 HP on this one. So this should be pretty good. We are looking for like a UI Goku specific rotation here. That would be nice. AGL UI in slot 1 is going to be ideal. Now, which of you two is going to link up better? Kale and Caulifla are going to provide us with more damage, and then we are going to get the extra key that we need when UI Goku does that guaranteed first dodge. Now, this Bardock can be sealed, so that is nice, but I don't think we really have any specific sealing units on this setup, so that is something to keep in mind. 20 million right there from UI Goku, definitely not bad, but you can definitely always tell when you get to level 3 that there is an HP jump between these bosses and the next ones. So you just saw right there with this specific setup, AGL UI did like a decent amount of damage, but it did not do nearly as much HP as it would have in the previous levels. So do keep that in mind. Again, Kale and Khalifa are going to need a little bit of build up here. This is their first super, and then they are just going to get a little bit stronger as the fight goes on. So hopefully we can end up seeing the fruits of our labor, if you will, but we shall have to see. Again, not expecting the world here from this Kale and Khalifa, but they are pretty good. I don't remember if I pulled a dupe for them or not on the Broly banner. I'm sure I did. I pulled at least one. But I think that would be it at the most. So, like, I think they're 69%. If they're not 69%, they're 79%. But I don't believe they are 55%. I guess we can check. That's always the fun of it, right? Can't check mid-turn, but we can check next turn. All right, what do you got for me? Boom. Okay, Frieza. This isn't horrible damage here. This is always going to be one of those, like, curious cases. Like, the first time I think I've rainbowed a summonable LR on release in, like, 4 years, and it was this guy. Yeah, double digits. Nice. Good job, Bardock. With attack rates, too. So, if we look at our girls, Kale and Khalifa, they are 69%. I don't have any skill orbs on them. I don't know what to put on them. So, if we link up UI Goku with Jiren here, we're going to hold it down with UI Goku. Our Go is going to be holding down the fort, and hopefully, Kale and Khalifa won't even need to super. So, you're going to dodge that. You're going to dodge this next one, and then you're going to dodge the next one. Yep. Just as the prophecy foretold. Now, technically, my UI Goku does have additional buffs because I was a silly one and summoned on that Summer Radiant Dokkan Festival for the exclusive skill orbs. So I do have those on this UI Goku. Character bias is quite the drug, isn't it? I was like, you know what? I want to make my UI Goku as good as possible. So hopefully when this guy reruns next, we pull another copy, and that will be the Rainbow Star on this bad boy. So I'm pretty excited for that. Now, Jiren, you're going to dodge this too. Thank you. All right, one more. Boom. All right, good showing there from UI Goku. Very, very nice. All right, Jiren, what you got for me? Nice, an action break. Don't really need it, but we'll take it. Kale and Khalifa are probably not going to finish the job off here for us. 8 mil is not going to be enough unless they do another one and they crit. I guess then that could be possible, but we'll see. All right. No, you are not taking them out. We'll take this, though, from Kale and Khalifa. Good job. That's decent. Decent job there. Third super would have been nice. Would the third super have killed if it was a crit? It would have. Okay, and oh, the 0 HP cheese. Let's give the kill to Kale and Khalifa. Why not? Change it up a little bit, you know. What you got for me, Kale and Khalifa? Hopefully this doesn't backfire. It's not going to backfire. Yeah, that's a little better from last turn. We went from 5 mil to 18 mil. Much better. So, USS, there we go. All done. See you later, Bardock. And now we are on to the next level here. So, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Not a horrible time there for that clear. Let's fight Frieza with super bosses. And with super bosses in specific, I believe I'm just running the clones. So, if we go super boss, we are saving Broly for movie bosses. And we are doing this. So, Rose Goku Black, the clones with other super bosses. We'll see how this goes. HP does look a little bit low, but the way that this setup is going to work in specific, I'm pretty confident. So, Rose Goku Black will go in the front, give him his orbs right here, and then physical Rose clone should be fine in that third spot. This is where I would like to have the tech one here because we'd be able to get the ailment debuffs. Like we'd be able to debuff Frieza here, but we should be good to go. Again, maybe if someone gets caught by that super, we could be in trouble, and then we're going to have to redo this recording. But thankfully, it's only taken us 13 minutes to get here, so if we got to go back, we can. But I believe the physical one has a good chance to dodge. So we should be okay here. And I believe I've built all my clones full dodge. 18 mil there from you. Perfect. And even then, it might not even be. The HP is just low because these are free-to-play characters. So we'll see. You want to dodge this for me, big dog? No, he did not. Okay, how much is this going to do? Oh, yeah, no, we're good. I'm tripping. The tech one should just take care of business here. We'll put the AGL one in slot 1 so that way he has all his dodging next turn. And then the tech one is just going to go to town, right? Yeah. See, like this team is more than capable in Battlefield. It's more than capable. So we'll grab these with you. Grab these with you. And then worst case scenario, Brody will finish up the job here for us. So what do you got for me? 23 mil, able to inflict some debuffs to Frieza here at the start of turn. That's what the tech one is capable of doing. And we should be good to go. We have an action break. We have a seal. Everything is going the way of Vilify right now. The tables are turned in our favor. 22 mil, and then AGL clone Goku Black will finish the job for us here. Now, the next team I'm thinking we're going to use is Movie Bosses. We'll be able to take advantage of the Golden Frieza and Gogeta character. That'll be fun. Hopefully we get them on turn 1. We can use their taunt, and then we will be good to go. So let's fight Gohan and Piccolo here with the Movie Bosses setup. So if we go over here to Movie Bosses, we can do this, and then I brought Metal Cooler for a revive. We can put him slot 3, and if he gets tagged, we will be able to revive with him, so that'll be fun. But what we want to do for our leader is you, and then we want to bring you because you're a carnival leader, and then we're going to set it up just like this. Almost 800,000 HP. We should be more than okay in this setup. Now, I don't know if this is like the ideal environment for Goku. What's it called? For this Broly, just for the fact of he is not really going to be taking, like, he's not going to be able to stack that much. So this taunt is a bit unfortunate, the situation we have to use it right here, because we're just not really going to be able to take any hits. So we'll grab these orbs here, and then I want to make sure that Int Broly also gets what he needs. He's going to be at 24 key. What is my Int Broly at? Is he gold slotted, or is he still 55? He is 55%. Okay. So we'll do that, and we will be good to go. This setup should be fine. This Broly's 55%. I don't know. I just don't pull him. I don't think I summoned much on the banner that he reran on, so that ended up being the problem there. All right, what do you got for me? This is unfortunate here that we aren't going to be able to really use that taunt to our advantage. But I didn't even look at the next rotation. What do we got next rotation? We have Golden Frieza. Cool. So probably what I'll do is link up Metal Cooler with Frieza. Yeah, 7 million there's not great for Broly. You know, a festival character here, but I figured I would just give him some love. Why not? Just because it's more fun to do it that way. Like, give him a little bit of shine. Okay, so now he'll be built up a little bit better. What does this super do? Not damage-wise, but effect-wise. Does this seal? No, it just buffs us because we're taunting. Perfect. Yeah, that would have been nice to get that big attack stat, huh? Okay, so Tech Broly is locked, so we are not going to be doing the setup that I mentioned. Okay, so we'll transform into the legendary Super Saiyan here. We'll grab these orbs with you. These ones are going to fall perfectly for us. And then we'll grab these. I'm not really concerned about Golden Frieza doing any damage. Next turn is going to be the big boy for damage. If what we want is the STR Broly to get locked in slot 1, so that way we can put the Int Broly right next to him. Can we do that? Actually, no, because they're named the same thing. So the setup is going to stay the exact same way. Yeah, 100k per normal right there. That's fine. Just get us a little bit low HP. We're just trying to have some fun here. Yeah, this setup I think I could have done a little bit better on, to be honest. The synergy isn't really there, but this guy also locking is not helping us at all. So we'll see, right? I think we'll be able to use the Namekians Village domain on the next turn because we have like a full setup. Who was blocking that last turn? I guess it was AGL Broly, or Tech Broly, right? So with this Broly on the rotation, we should be able to activate the Namekians Village domain. Okay, that's not bad damage there from Golden Frieza. We'll take that. 6.5 mil. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's also not like, you know, we didn't... Getting crits here is nice. So yeah, this is going to do nothing. Golden Frieza has 90% damage reduction. Good luck. That ain't doing nothing. Nothing at all. Boom. Yeah, 65. All right, thank you. And dodge for good measure. Okay, so Golden Frieza lock there is fine. No, we cannot use the Namekians Village domain. I guess I got to read up, if you will. I guess it's because this guy doesn't fulfill the condition. So we still have 3 links. How many links active? 2. That's not horrible, I guess. If we were to have like Tech Broly or the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, that would have been a little bit better. But 41 mil there from this Broly should be enough to take care of business. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Give us a 3rd for good measure so we can move on to the next fight. Nice. We only needed 2. Nothing wrong with needing 2, right? Okay. Next up, what do we got? We got the Universe 6 Namekians. Now, these guys heal. That is what's annoying about them. But what we have for them is a good old-fashioned GT bosses set up, and we are actually going to be able to take advantage of this unit right here. Usually he is banned, but in this case he is not, so we can actually use that character. Now what we're going to do is double up on the GT bosses lead and do something like this, and this team should be fine. Now again, we are hoping for physical Omega on the first turn, but if not, oh well. We did not get Omega on the first turn, but we did get the Legion of Shadow Dragons. So what we'll do is we'll put the Legion of Shadow Dragons in the first slot. We'll put Omega in the second, and then Baby in the third spot. And what's going to be good about this setup in specific is that why can't I talk all of a sudden? Baby is going to be able to do his damage before we heal. Go ahead and dodge this for me. Is this going to kill? Surely not, right? No. 90,000, that ain't nothing. But again, I said I wanted physical Omega in the first turn, and guess what we got? We got him slot 7, so we may not even see him in this fight because this team hits hard. How much is Omega going to be doing in slot 2? Yeah, 37 mil, not horrible. I would have preferred to put him in slot 3, but it is what it is. As long as he's putting in good work for us, getting these additional supers in, we should be good to go. And we are doing pretty good damage. Yeah, that was a pretty good opening turn. Now, I think they heal 25 mil. I forget how much they heal. Yeah, give me a few of these, Super Baby 2. We're running the bootleg Super Baby 2. 15 mil. Okay, not horrible. Now, what we're going to have here in specific, which will be nice, is going to be the Tech Sin. And then we also have Nova Shenron's active skill. So swipe up here. This is going to do some good damage. 25 mil, give us an action break. Then Tech Sin with his orbs, which we should have more than enough of. He will be good to go. 10 orbs here for Tech Sin, exactly what we need for the damage and stuff like that. AGL Omega's got a little bit of his damage reduction going with the Rainbow Orbs, having the GT bosses. And then if that's not enough, STR Nova will for sure take care of business here. So despite being type disadvantage here, we should be good with the damage reduction from Tech Sin. Yeah, 200k is a little more than I would have liked. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference with that, like that Omega domain, huh? But 2 supers there, we are good to go. So last but not least, we saved the fun team here for the end, and that is going to be the Used Fighters team. And this one should be pretty simple. 2 minutes there, not bad. And we are now cooking, gamers. Time to use the last team here against Trunks, and we are going to reset the filter and run Fused Fighters. So some setup like this should be fine. And we have 900,000 HP, which should be more than enough to take out our boy Trunks. Now, rotations will matter. Unfortunately, no, this actually will work out pretty well because we're going to have this high damage reduction like this. And this setup will work just fine. We'll grab these orbs with you. And then the next time we see Trunks in specific, not the best key there, unfortunately, for Goku. We'll grab these right here just so we have orbs for next turn. But next time we see the Super Saiyan 4s, we'll have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta next to him, so he will be fine. Now, we have guard, 77% damage reduction here. We are good. Yes, 1,600. That's a little more than I would have liked. But that's okay. It's not that it hurt. It's just the fact that it did like even the littlest, the tiniest bit of damage. It's like, oh, okay, you did some damage. That's interesting. But boom. Yeah, so G4 will take some. He'll take care of like our little problem here, if you will. So what we'll do next turn is we will put. We'll probably put the Blue Boys slot 1, the Gods in slot 2, and then Vegeta in slot 3. And then next turn we'll just put G4 in slot 1, and we'll be good to go. We can call it there. So let's see. Not horrible damage here, but again, it's like it's early in the fight. It's the first turn. Don't have the best links here with Super Saiyan Goku. Like, you really sort of want a GT hero this one out. What I could have potentially done, I guess, is ran like a Pure Saiyans setup where we just don't, like, we could have ran like the Tech Vegeta leader skill with the AGL Vegeta leader skill. And then what we could have done is put like Super Saiyan 3 into Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team. But I don't think it matters that much. I think this setup should work just fine. Especially like when we put G4 in that first slot, like he's going to do a ton of damage, right? It may not be the festival for these characters right here, but they can still more than hold their own in Battlefield, right? Like Battlefield is not what it used to be. It used to be pretty tricky, but I think these days this one is a lot easier than it used to be. So that is nice. Nice. Yeah, 18 mil. So I did Rainbow Go tanks recently. I guess that's cool. I guess that's neat. No crit there, unfortunately. But we'll take the free damage here. I don't think we'll, maybe we will win on the next turn. We'll see. We didn't even do half on this one. Okay, we'll take a normal crit right there. Perfect. Dodge, and then there we go. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will slot one the blue boys, let them do their thing. Grab these here, get the 24 key with you, and then we'll grab this. Vegeta's damage doesn't really matter too much, just about getting to that next turn. So what Goku's going to do is dodge this right here. Here it comes. Yep. Okay, so now we have the dodge there, and we should be good. 29 mil, not awful. Could be better, right? But this should be good. Yeah, it's decent damage. And then the blues are going to be at 24 key. They're going to have better links. They have defensive support coming in from AGL Vegeta. Like, we should be looking pretty good here. Yep, 19 mil damage there. Where are you guys? So, like, the fours were at what, like 15 mil off the start? Yeah, they were, like, around there, like 13 million or so. So, I'm definitely used to these guys in the Festival of Battles where, like, that ramps up pretty quick, but it doesn't matter in this fight, thankfully. 10 mil there. Okay. Yeah, so we'll definitely be going to the next turn, and then AGL Gogeta 4 should send us home, and we will be good to go for Battlefield. Now, again, you guys know this is just easy and free stones at this point, but it always helps to have like a benchmark guide for like the teams that you should be using and stuff like that. It's always nice to have like those extra resources available to you, so that's why I make these videos. So that way you guys know what teams like you can use, and we haven't even like, I don't even think we've been in a situation like the most damage we took in this run was what, 200k on that one super like a couple minutes ago. Like that's really about it. So as long as you follow along, you know, if you can copy and paste my teams to the best of your ability, you should be good to go. Now, the Super Bosses team, what you potentially could do is run like a Future Saga setup where, what's it called? You run like a different Future Saga lead, and then you run like the main version of the clones. Then you could run the alternate version of the clones. That is the beauty of that team. Now, orbs here are not being very nice, but we will be able to get up to what is that 21 key with them. So this will work out. Again, I don't see a world here where Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't just finish off our boy Trunks here, but we'll see. You never know. You guys know how this fight can be at times. What's this doing to Gogeta? Probably not much. Yeah, double digit. Got guard, we got type advantage, the extra damage that they get, or defense that they get when they get supered. Then 37 million there on the 18 key is not bad whatsoever. What do you got for me here, Gogeta? We have a finished run. So there you have it. Again, you guys know free stones. I already collected the stones from this, but it does give a decent chunk. It's around like, what is it? Around like 30 stones or so for clearing this. So nothing too bad whatsoever. Let me know down below how your guys' run went, if you did this already, all of that fun stuff in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this one, don't forget to leave a like before you go, and make sure you subscribe if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Shout out to my YouTube members on this side of things. If you want to join, you can click the link down below, or you can hit the join button next to the channel name. It is greatly appreciated, and in advance, hopefully the channel hits 31,000 today, and if it does, thank you very much, and thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.